Hi, Dennis. Hi, Elizabeth. My name is Fred Shute, and we're here at Montezuma's Well National Monument. And I wanted to talk to you about the number 333. But first, I want to explain to you a little bit about where we are. This is Montezuma's Well. It's the principal holy and sacred site of all of northern Arizona and probably the Southwest. Behind us here in the distance, you can see a white butte that's actually called Sacred Mountain. That is where the shamans and the priests lived in this area for about 1,000 years and sort of guided the civilization that was here. And in between us at the well and the Sacred Mountain is the V-Bar-V petroglyph site, which was a place where they recorded astronomical observations about the relationship of the civilization here in the cosmos. But anyway, I think you might be aware of House Bill number 333 that's being presented by someone in the House. Kucinich, right. Well, that's really funny, I know. But I have a particular relationship with the number 333 myself, in that I create an object that is composed of ancient symbols that is totally about the number 333. So I was compelled to make one of these objects for you two, and I have it here today, and I don't know if we can see it there with the camera. I want to try to explain this to you. This is the tree skull here from Newgrange, Ireland, the oldest glyph found on any monument on Earth, about 10,000 BC. And it goes into another tree skull on the other side to form a continuous three-legged infinity. In between the two tree skulls, a circle and a triangle, which is the universal symbol for the Trinity, or the three aspects of balance in being alive in life. So we have a triple infinity, and we have a trinity. So this object is called an intrinity. It's made to a sacred dimension. It has a radius of 1.618 centimeters from the Fibonacci series. This particular one is made out of rose gold in the middle, the circle and the triangle, and the outside, the tree skulls, are composed of an element called electrum, which was the metal sacred to the ancient Egyptians, composed of equal parts of gold and silver. Now, I've been making these for a long time, well, actually since the year 2000, after I read the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, and I have these objects exist in about 22 countries now, and they're all over America. But I really want you guys to have one of these, because I think the world is short on heroes right now, and the work that you're doing is so courageous that I feel that this needs to be in your hands. So we've made this for you. My friend Carl Weiss helped supply the support so that we could make it out of gold for you. And Rick is going to bring this to you tomorrow in LA, and there's a little pamphlet that goes with it and a little letter that I wrote explaining it. Okay, I explained the tree skull from Newgrange, Ireland, and the circle and the triangle being the Trinity, but I want to point out a couple of other really interesting things about this. If you look at this object from the side, you'll see the four chambers of the human heart, almost biologically correct. Now that's astonishing to me that could be inside this object, which is so precisely geometrical. And I also want to try to take it and spin it on this board over here so you can see that when this thing is spun like this, inside it you'll be able to see the Merkaba, the symbol from the ancient alchemical text that explains as above, so below. It's one pyramid coming down and one pyramid coming up. If you look at it in two dimensions, you see the Hebrew star, but really it's a three-dimensional symbol, the Merkaba. One of the things that I wanted to talk a little bit more about is the Fibonacci series. The Fibonacci series is a mathematical description of the life force of the universe. You see it in ammonite shells, You see it in galaxies. You see it all over the place. When it's graphed, it forms that spiral motion. Now I want to show you what happens when we spin this and how to spin it. It's going to look complicated. I'm going to do it quickly at first. Now this is what I'm talking about. When you spin it, if you look through the side, you'll be able to see the Merkaba. You won't be able to see that today, but you'll be able to see it spinning. You can almost see the Merkaba in the shadow. Now I want to show how that looks hard, but it's not. You take one of the vortices of the triangles and you put it down, and you hold it perpendicular to yourself. You put your forefinger away and your thumb close to you, and you just pull back. See how easy that was, and I did it slow? Vertice down, perpendicular, forefinger, thumb, like that. You can see the Merkaba in the shadow a little bit. Now if you were here and could look right through the side, you'd see a three-dimensional version. You'd see the Merkaba. Okay, Montezuma's Well is considered by the Hopis to be one of their primary emergence places where they came into life. We're here at the well outlet. This is where the water comes out of the well and was used for 1,000 years to irrigate this land around here, which was the breadbasket of the Sanawa Indians. I'm going to baptize this Intrinity in the well water and let it take some of this holy, sacred energy to you. One.
Hold on. Okay. Go ahead. Okay, hold on here. I gotta switch angles.
There are many of these Intrinities in England, and I've baptized several of them here, and they've been brought to the Chalice Well near Glastonbury and been baptized there as well. Okay.
Yeah, hold on. I'm going to get one more close-up here. Okay, can you do it again?
Fred has gotten special dispensation from Rome to do this multiple immersions. Usually it's just 3. Yeah. So 3 should be in the final cut. Right. I'm Carl Weiss, and I just want to say thank you, Dennis and Elizabeth, for standing up and running for the highest known office in the United States of America. I am certainly one of your supporters, and I support the impeachment of Cheney first. And I'm actually spearheading a campaign called 9/11 Impeach Cheney Imperative, which I will give you more information about. But the Mineta testimony to the 9/11 Commission is crucial to the impeachment of the Vice President, and I want to see that new article added right at the top of the bill. Treason and obstruction of justice. But I also want to just give some reflections on what I know about Fred. Our association is only about 2 months old, and I could tell a longer story, but I've written a few short poems which, when I wrote them, I thought might be haiku, but then my lady, who is a poet, Rochelle Brenner, told me that the haiku form has to be about nature, and I have some poems here about Fred. How he first called and said, "Hi, Carl, it's Fred. I knew a brother. Before we'd met, except by telephone, he offered wedding rings. And I'm speaking about the wedding of my Lady Rochelle Brenner and me just less than 6 weeks ago as we speak. And this wedding ring was made by Fred. And my Rochelle's wedding ring was similarly crafted by him. And this was an offer that he made to us before we had even met in person. The way we change the world is one intrinity at a time. When a haiku does not have 575, is it okay? Counting syllables frees the universal mind to shift gears, no clutch. And that's it, and I thank you.